vial felt cool in Elias's palm, the glass smooth and deceptively innocent. It held within its tiny confines the promise of ecstasy, the whispered whispers of a journey beyond human comprehension. The label read simply, Nirvana. It was a lie, a cruel jest on the face of oblivion. He had spent years searching, delving into the clandestine corners of the internet, whispering with shadows and exchanging secrets with the fringe of reality. Nirvana was the culmination of his obsessive quest. It was said to be the most potent hallucinogen ever synthesized, capable of shattering the boundaries of perception and revealing the very fabric of existence. Elias, a man driven by an insatiable thirst for the extraordinary, was willing to risk everything for a glimpse behind a curtain. He knew the dangers, the whispers of psychosis that shadowed the tales of its users. But the allure of the unknown was too strong to resist. He injected the contents of the vial, a cold rush of liquid fire coursing through his veins. The world around him dissolved into a kaleidoscope of color and sound, the air thick with a cloying, sickly sweet aroma. His body felt strangely light, his senses heightened to an almost unbearable degree. He began to see things, visions that seemed both real and unreal, the edges of his reality blurring and warping. He found himself in a vast, desolate landscape, the ground a cracked and scorched wasteland stretching to the horizon. The sky was a sickly yellow, choked with a thick, acrid smoke that stung his eyes. In the distance, he saw towering structures of obsidian, their jagged edges piercing the sky like broken teeth. A sound, a guttural moan, echoed through the emptiness. He turned to see a figure emerge from the smoke, tall and gaunt with eyes that burned with an infernal light. Its skin was ashen, its body covered in pustules and boils that oozed a black, viscous fluid. It moved with an unnatural grace, its limbs elongated and twisted, its gait both hypnotic and terrifying. "Welcome," the figure said, its voice a grating rasp, "to the realm of the damned." Elias's mind, already swimming in the intoxicating chaos of the drug, struggled to comprehend. Was this real, or was it a figment of his imagination? He felt a tremor of fear, but it was quickly overwhelmed by an overwhelming sense of curiosity. The figure led him toward the obsidian structures, their surfaces rippling with an unnatural light. As they neared, Elias saw figures huddled in the shadows, their forms grotesquely contorted, their faces etched with agony. They were the damned, he realized, trapped in their own personal hells. He saw a woman, her skin raw and bleeding, constantly clutching at her face, her eyes wide with terror as she screamed a silent scream. He saw a man, his body consumed by fire, writhing in agony as he tried, in vain, to extinguish the flames that consumed him. He saw a child, its face contorted with a cruel, mocking smile, its eyes filled with an ancient hatred. Elias felt a cold dread creep into his bones. This was not the promised enlightenment, not the journey into the heart of existence. This was something far more sinister, a place of perpetual torment. He turned to flee, but the figure was already before him, its hand outstretched towards him, its eyes burning with an unholy light. "You cannot escape," the figure hissed, its voice cold and devoid of emotion. "This is your fate, your punishment for seeking knowledge beyond your grasp." Elias tried to scream, to cry out for help, but no sound came. He was trapped, a prisoner in his own mind, condemned to witness the endless suffering of the damned. The drug, once a source of intense fascination, was now his prison, the key to his escape lost forever in the swirling abyss of his own madness. He knew, with a chilling certainty, that this was not a journey to enlightenment, but a descent into the heart of darkness. And he knew, with a profound and terrifying certainty, that he would never escape. His quest for the infinite had ended not with a whisper of cosmic truth, but with a horrifyingly real descent into hell.